been a chartered procurement specialist with the Chartered Institute of Purchasing and Supply since 1997. So I speak with insight and knowledge. I'm also an ISO 9001 International Standards Organization Quality Assessor by the Duran. My certification was given to me by the Duran Institute. I have the competence to audit factories all over the world for quality audits. I've got the certification from the Duran Institute. So I speak as an expert. And when I speak, I'm speaking to the issue of the Republic of Ghana versus Afrafanto Richard Jakpa case going on at the High Court in Accra. It is clear that whoever is advising Richard Jakpa should advise him to stop giving those erroneous press conferences outside of the courtroom. He's making matters worse for himself because it is clear he doesn't understand procurement. Richard Jakpa simply does not understand procurement. And for him to be attempting to throw darts at the Attorney General, who I believe has got a spot on, because when it comes to the importance of the ISO certification, look, as individuals, when we purchase a product, we expect that product to be fit for purpose. We expect that product to work according to the specification and the description. So we as individuals, will you buy a shoe that hasn't got a base and say, oh, I bought a quality product? No. You would look into the returns procedure to get that shoe refunded and to return that shoe back to the manufacturer with a critique of the fact that the quality of the shoe is below par. That's what you would expect to do. Nobody will go to Gucci and buy a broken bag. I remember once, a long time ago, when I was a young executive in my 20s, just out from university, I bought a business bag, business bag, briefcase type bag from a manufacturer that gave me lifetime guarantee. They said the quality of their bags are so great that they are prepared to give lifetime guarantees, that it will never be damaged in the lifetime. And if your bag does get damaged after years of use, you can return it back for a new bag, a replacement bag. And the bag was a very expensive bag, very, very, very expensive, but it was worth it because of the lifetime guaranteed mark. Yes, lifetime guarantee mark, because you knew that this is a bag you can use for life, for your business activities. It is safe, it is quality. Is made very well. Likewise, no government, including the Ghana government or the government of Ghana, will purchase ambulances that from manufacturers that don't have ISO. Or it is wrong for any government to purchase any items for the nation that doesn't have an ISO certification mark on it. Because the ISO is what we've all agreed in this world as a standard, a mark of standard of quality. So Richard Jakpa standing outside the court trying to critique the Attorney General, saying that the Attorney General doesn't understand the difference between the date of incorporation and the ISO certification. That is not the point of the Attorney General's questioning. He's not talking about the fact that Big C in Dubai, from whom those faulty ambulance were purchased from, wasn't incorporated before they were awarded the contract in 2014. What Godfrey Dame is trying to say is that in 2014, when the ambulances were procured from Big C, they did not have the ISO certification, the mark of quality. So they got that mark of quality in 2015. So it shows that the Big C company in Dubai was not the proper fit for the nation Ghana to go to procure those ambulances, because they didn't have the quality mark. So it is within the realms of reasoning that if they don't have the ability to meet the ISO certification quality, the products they're going to ship to Ghana will be faulty. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to realize that this is where the Attorney General, Godfrey Dame, was trying to get to, the point he was trying to make. Because there must be a standard to which public procurement in Ghana is at. And that standard should be, under no circumstances should a nation then especially the nation of Ghana, procure any products that don't have the ISO certification, that mark of quality. Because if you procure products that don't have the mark of quality, the likelihood that these products will be substandard is very high. And nobody spends over 2 million euros to buy rubbish. Even you won't spend even 1,000 cedis to buy rubbish. You would, as an individual, you want all the things that you buy to be quality according to the specification. So if the Attorney General is questioning Richard Jakpa in the dock about the quality of the fitness of Big C to deliver on the ambulances, he's right. Somebody should stop Mr. Richard Jakpa. His lawyers or his advisors should stop him giving these needless argumentum ad hominem press talks and conferences and interviews after each court session. It is making matters worse for him, and he's heading into deeper and deeper waters. These type of press interviews can even make matters worse for him, because it's just misleading. It's misleading because he's trying to mislead and hoodwink the public, those listening, his party faithfuls, into making this into about a political persecution. This matter is not a political persecution. It is examining the facts of the case. And as I've said in my previous commentary on this matter, if Afrafanto and Richard Jakpa go to jail, NDC are to blame, because looking at the evidences that have been provided to the court, it's his own NDC people, Richard Jakpa's own and Afrafanto's own NDC people, who provided the evidence, the written evidence. Because as I said, the standard required in criminal court is higher. They rely more on written evidences and anything that's written and documentation to pin you and jail you. And unfortunately, they are heading towards jail because the evidence is so strong. And this is not a matter of party. It's not a NDC MPP thing. It is a matter of evidence and facts. The evidence and facts are not, as Richard Jakpa used, incontrovertible. Yes, the evidence and facts are incontrovertible that there has been procurement malfeasance. The evidence and facts is akin to that. It is clear there has been malpractice. There's been malfeasance in procurement and how these ambulances were procured. So, maybe the Americans say Richard Jakpa, Crawford more advice and encouragement say interviews now all after court na auto bomb. Na ensema okano emfa kwemu. It doesn't make any sense. So obejina bonti ambeka say Attorney General onim de oye pa, because ukra we individual no nkoto ade ema ye nye quality. Uto ya na ade ne bu na asay ana eba ya nkra na nye papa. Wo ebe ode. How much more uto ade ama umai. You see, the fact that we can go and purchase substandard ambulances for our country shows that we don't even have any love for our country. I always say this. I find it. I always look at it, and I find it unbelievable. When we go to Europe and America and all the so-called Western countries, no person, no Ghanaian will go to the Western country and go and when they feel like urinating, will go to a gutter in a Western country and urinate in the gutter. But even those who have traveled overseas, have lived overseas for years, when they are in Ghana, their own motherland or fatherland, they are prepared to take out their tackle and urinate in the gutters. And when they finish, they will say that, the country is dirty, Accra is dirty, the cities are dirty. We are making the place filthy. We will throw rubbish on the floor in Ghana, but when we go overseas to the Western countries that are beautiful, we will carry our rubbish home and throw it in our bin. There has to be a mindset change in this country. How can you procure substandard, faulty, wrong ambulances for your nation? That means you have no love for that nation. It's simple. So the Attorney General is right in questioning the fact that Big C in 2014 didn't have the ISO certification. That means that the likelihood of them shipping to Ghana substandard products or faulty products or products that didn't meet the quality requirements of the nation of Ghana was high. And it is a good point he made in court. Let's see how this case pans out. But I've said it. There has been major procurement breaches in this matter. And it is not a political persecution. It is based on evidence. If these people go to jail, Afrafanto and Richard Jakpa, is because the evidence is so strong and compelling and incontrovertible. You cannot say there was no malpractice. So let's put the politics aside. What is killing Ghana is partisan politics. Everything is always made political when it shouldn't be. Look, if somebody is found guilty or found wanting when it comes to how they do things in relation to the country of Ghana, let's deal with the matter as is. Let's don't sink down to partisan politics, or this nation will not go well. This nation needs to be united. We need to be truthful to ourselves and stop trying to politicize everything. Facts and evidence is what is used in court to do things. And that is the best practice in any court. If facts and matters are not used to decide a case in court, then we're doomed. I mean, the judiciary must uphold the law. And the law requires them to adhere to and look for the evidence and facts to be able to jail people, not hearsay. So let's stop trying to make it political, please. There is an answer for the Jakpa and forcing to answer. There's question marks on what was done. Something didn't go right in this ambulance procurement saga. Thank you for your time. If you like this type of content, like, share, subscribe. Thank you and see you in the next episode. Bye for now.